is the NASA Water Supply Facility Range Control Center. We're currently counting down for the launch this morning of a Terrier improved Malamute suborbital sounding rocket carrying the SubTec 6 payload. This morning, the payload checks have been completed, and everything is looking good for the payload. We've also gotten a report from the range safety officer that based on the balloons that they have flown so far this morning, that the winds are looking favorable for launch this morning, both for test rockets and for the main rocket for the SubTec 6 rocket. Shortly, we will be coming up with the launch of the test rockets. Test rockets are small rockets that have flares on them, and we use for testing out our radar systems before the main launch. We have not received a...
Programmer DQ.
Ms. Programmer, go ahead.
Yes, sir. We're done with the simulation. You can put us back on terminal count if you would, please.
Roger.
ROA DQ.
Go ahead.
Item 163 completed.
Copy.
Thank you.
RCROA, establish R for avoidance on pad 2. In work. ROA, RC, you have RF avoidance. Copy. Photo, ROA.
Go ahead.
Align pad 2 cameras.
Copy.
Launch this morning is targeted for 4:34:30 a.m. We're still waiting word on our surveillance picture of boats that may be out in the hazard areas for the rocket components that may be falling into the ocean. And also, we are awaiting the final word on the length of our launch window this morning. This is the second count for this mission. We did try yesterday morning, but we did have high winds. We also had a red science condition where we had some very thin cloud layer over wallops that would not allow the cameras to be able to see the vapor tracer release when it occurred. And also we had a red range in that we had ships out in the hazard area.
PM SRPO, this is MM. Go ahead, MM. Can you meet me over on channel 5, please? Will do.
ROA, RC, channel 1. ROA. Yes, what's the schedule for test rockets? We'd like to fit it in between the balloons. Stand by. Yeah, we're going to do test rockets as soon as the pad 2 cameras are aligned. Copy.
M&O, this is PM. Can you meet me on channel 5, please?
RSO TD channel 1.
TDRSL 1.
Just want to give you a heads up. We're going to be looking to do test rockets here once they align their pad 2 cameras. Should be, I don't know, within the next 5-10 minutes. Are you guys okay with that schedule?
Yes, we are, and be advised, I was about ready to call you. Balloon number 3 data is in. We are still green for wins for both test rockets as well as the main vehicle.
Copy all.
Roger, and also be advised, SC is still establishing the surveillance picture. We do have a number of targets they're working, and so we'll get back to you as soon as we get an update on that.
Copy.
ROA, this is Photo.
Go ahead.
Item 166 is complete.
Copy. 166 is complete. LPM ROA, verify pad 2 is clear.
LPM copies. You can check item 167. Pad 2 is clear.
Thanks, sir.
PM. Meet me on channel 5, please.
ROA RC. Go ahead. Yes, do we have to wait for step 168 to proceed to test rockets? No, we're getting ready to do it now. Copy. All stations, this is ROA. At this time, we'll be moving to Appendix A for test rocket operations. The test rockets are already staged, so we'll go ahead and move on to Step 4. LPM, can you provide test rocket launcher settings?
The elevation is 80 and the azimuth is set at 120.
Yeah, this is RSO. We're set up for 80 and 130 is what we've been wind waiting. That's right down the middle of our pipe. So we'd like 80, 130. ROA, you copy?
I copy. Azimuth 130.
Elevation 80.
80. We already have RF avoidance. So LPM, you can change those settings.
LPM copy, stand by.
ACS check 168.
ROA LPM.
Go ahead.
Test rocket launcher is set at 80 degrees elevation, azimuth 130, and the pad's clear.
Okay, I'll check item 7.
And ROA RSO channel 1.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Roger, we've gotten it clear from SC, so we are go.
Okay, so item 6, check. RC, ROA, release RF avoidance.
Copy, RF avoidance released.
Yeah, item 9, NA,
Roger.
and item 10, NA as well. We'll go with the RSO gives a go call.
Roger, I concur.
All right, this is your poll for test rocket number 1 launch. All personnel acknowledge go or no go for test rocket number 1 launch. RC.
RC go.
Computer.
Computer, go.
Programmer.
Programmers go.
LPM.
LPM, go.
PM.
PM is go.
RSO.
RSO, go.
TD.
TD is go. Programmer, set the clock to 60 seconds and pick it up on the next even.
And we're getting ready to count down from 60 seconds for the first of the 2 test rockets. These test rockets have a flare and are used for checking out the radar systems to make sure everybody is up and ready to go for the main launch.
50 seconds. Minus 40. Minus 30. Minus 20. Minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. Plus 10. Plus 20. Plus 30. Plus 40. Plus 50. One minute. TDRC test rocket 1 complete, ready for number 2.
Copy.
All stations. All personnel acknowledge go or no go for test rocket number 2 launch. RC.
RC go.
Computer.
Computer, go.
Programmer.
Programmers go.
LPM.
LPMs, go.
PM.
PM is go.
RSO.
RSO, go.
TD.
TD's go. Programmer reset to 60 seconds and pick up on the next even.
Pick up on the next even, Roger. $16 counting.
50 seconds. Minus 40. Minus 30. Minus 20. Minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plus 10. Plus 20. Plus 30. Plus 40. Plus 50. One minute.
TDRC test rocket number 2 complete.
Copy all, and that completes test rocket operations for today. Programmer TD can reset the clock to project countdown time.
Countdown clock reset to project countdown time.
PM TD.
Go ahead, TD.
Do you want to set up for the real T0 now since we don't have anything ahead of us except for the terminal count?
Yeah, I'd like to do that, and I just wanted to get confirmation that we are set up for 043430 local.
Copy. Programmer TD.
This programmer, go ahead.
Please reset the clock for a T0 of 083430Z.
Reset to 083430Z.
Good copy.
TD, PM, MM, RSO on channel 1. Could you please meet me on channel 5? MM, this is RSO channel 1. Can you meet us on 5, please?
This is MM.
Yeah, MM, this is RSO. Can you meet us on 5, please?
Yes.
1 hour and 26 minutes counting. Program clock reset to T0 of 0834300.
PM, this is M&O on 1. I'm going to step off console for a moment.
This is the NASWAL Flight Facility Range Control Center, currently counting down to the launch of the Terrier Improved Malamute with the SubTec 6 payload. Targeted launch time this morning is 4:34:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Currently, our winds are green. We did have a problem yesterday, but we are good for today. And we are still currently reporting red in our surveillance picture for boats out in the hazard area, and they are working to get that cleared out. With today's launch, we are testing several new suborbital rocket technologies. These technologies include the deployment system for forming vapor clouds used to track the winds in space for studies of the ionosphere, a miniature deployment actuator for small spacecraft called CubeSats, a low-cost attitude solution system, and improvements in telemetry and flight recorders to increase the rates for data collected and transferred during flight. Suborbital payload deployment method being tested on this flight uses small rocket motors like those used in model rockets to eject the sub-payloads from the main payload. During the test, 2 sub-payloads with mixtures of mainly barium will be deployed from the sounding rocket. In addition to the barium, 2 sub-payloads contain small amounts of the natural earth metals lithium and strontium. By combining the metals and burning them rapidly, the mixture will produce enough heat and vaporize the mixture to form clouds that will help to measure the wind in the transition region between the Earth's atmosphere and space. The vapor releases today will occur at approximately 220 seconds after vehicle liftoff, between 68 and 86 miles above the Earth. The byproducts from burning these metals do not pose a risk to health or the environment given their release in space. The amount of barium, strontium, and lithium used in the test is much smaller than that used in a typical municipal 4th of July fireworks display, which many of us will see later in the week. And the colors in these displays are the result of rapidly burning small amounts of these earth metals. For instance, barium generally produces a cloud with a mixture of blue-green, while strontium and lithium produce blues and reds. And depending on the atmospheric conditions in your area, it is maybe possible to see the rocket and the releases anywhere from throughout the Mid-Atlantic region, anywhere from southern New Jersey to just about the North Carolina-Virginia line.
SRPO on 1.
This is MM.
What's a good number for you?
I'll call you.
Watcher.
This is the National Site Facility Range Control Center. We are now at T-minus 60 minutes and counting for the launch this morning of the Terrier Improved Malamute sounding rocket carrying the SubTec 6 payload. Launch time this morning is targeted for 4:34:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So far this morning, the payload systems have all been checked out and are ready to go. Range Safety is also reporting out that the balloons so far have shown us that the mid and upper altitude winds are good and green for launch. And right now, the only issue we're really following is some ships out in the avoidance area. And so we'll keep tracking that for you and see where that takes us. And hopefully we'll get a good clear range and be able to launch today. Flight this morning is only predicted to be about a 15-minute flight. And the first stage Terrier will burn out at approximately 0.93 miles altitude, just about 5.2 seconds after launch. And then the second stage Malamute will ignite at 17 seconds after launch when it's at 4 miles altitude. It will burn out at 10.5 miles altitude at 28.7 seconds. We then have a motor separation from the payload at about 45 miles or 71 seconds after launch. And the nose cone separates from the payload at about 75 seconds. We'll reach an apogee of approximately 85 miles, 188.6 seconds into flight. And then for our tracer deployments, we're looking for our first tracer to detonation to occur at 223 seconds in the flight. And the second one should occur at about 265 seconds into flight. Payload impacted will come down by parachute and expected to impact approximately 57 miles off the coast from Wallops Island in the Atlantic Ocean. And we will have one of the local fishing vessels will support us in recovering of the payload to bring it back to Wallops. The rocket launching this morning is a Terrier-improved Malamute suborbital Santa rocket. Santa rockets are solid fuel rockets, unguided, and so we cant the fins slightly to help the rocket spin just after it leaves the rail. Today's flight, the rocket will be off the rail in about 0.5 seconds. So make sure you're watching closely. Also, for those of you who are following on Ustream, you will need to be aware that most likely your Ustream coming over is a little bit off depending on the computer system you have. The time will vary from the actual flight time. So if you're wanting to go outside and watch the flight, just be aware of that and take that into account. Santa rocket flights are very similar to shooting an arrow, in that the fins are canted just like the feathers on an arrow are canted to help the arrow spin. And we are shooting for a target in the sky, therefore we need to take into account the various winds at the various altitudes that the rocket is flying. Our launch attempt yesterday, we were red due to the mid and upper winds exceeding the limits that we've set forth for this flight. However, today we are green currently for winds all the way up.
SRPO on 1.
This is MM.
Yeah, can you call me at 2510?
Yep.
This is Nassau Flight Facility Range Control Center. We are continuing to count down for the launch of the Terry Improved Malamute Suborbital Sounding Rocket with the SubTec 6 payload. We have just passed the T-minus 40-minute mark in the count, looking for a T0 launch time of 4:34:30 a.m. Currently, the winds are green, which we had an issue with yesterday. We are tracking an issue this morning with ships in their surveillance hazard area, and so we're monitoring that and then see if we will be able to clear the area in time for the launch.
TDRSO Channel 1.
Go ahead, Arso.
Yeah, Roger, do you want us to continue with our balloon schedule?
Standby 1. When would you launch the next one?
Now.
Arso TD.
Go ahead.
Do not continue.
Copy.
PM SRPO on channel 1.
Go ahead, SRPO.
Yeah, with the situation we have with shipping and the probability of getting them out being about 0 right here, I'd say we go ahead and scrub for the evening.
Copy that, SRPO. We'll go ahead and move forward in scrubbing for the evening. TD, PM?
TD.
TD, at this time, I'd like to recommend scrubbing for the evening due to the boat picture.
Copy. Scrub for this evening.
RC, ROA. RC. Give me RF avoidance on pad 2, please. It's already done.
Okay, there you just heard we have scrubbed tonight or this morning's launch attempt due to boats in the hazard area and probably not being able to get them cleared out in time for a 4:30 launch. So we will reconfigure and try again Monday morning, June 30th, launch time between 4 and 5 a.m. Again, we have scrubbed for our launch attempt for this morning due to boats in the hazard area offshore from Wallops Island. Again, we have scrubbed this morning's launch attempt of the Terry Improved Malamute due to boats in the hazard area. We will attempt again Monday morning, June 30th, between 4 and 5 a.m. Ustream coverage will begin at 3 a.m. This is the NASA Wallops Flight Facility Range Control Center.